Dear white people, oh no, this is not the Winchester University's podcast. Hello and welcome to the second episode of Merkutodachi Malai's podcast. I am Kunchan Choksi and today I and my friends Sueta, Isha, Mani and Anjali will be reviewing on the first two episodes of the show Dear White People. It's known to be a comedy drama series and is created by Justin Simeon. It was released in the year 2017 and is based on the same named movie. In the show, social media played a huge part for plot twists. He uses the smartest irony with lead actress's surname as White. I find the show more apt than the movie mainly because of the beginning, as it had an unclear start and it took me a long to figure out on what was going on and why are they showing us with that concept. Obviously, we can't compare a movie with a show because of their length, but I guess 1 hour 30 minutes movie can still have a good intro to understand the rest of the movie. The show had an amazing intro which was very fun and clear. The beginning intro itself showed us this is not just about blacks and whites and equalities of the blacks, but also about different people with different point of views, like how they are divided into groups among themselves, which makes it more interesting because it's also about blacks and whites, and also about discovering their labels. The show, with a very few mention, makes us think again with a broader sense, like it mentioned blacks are shown as slaves in shows, which is very true. So by such few mentions, they make us think back with a larger perspective. The clothes every character wore are very dark shaded. Even the hairstyles are bold. That represents the show's intenseness or seriousness. Professionally, this was one of the shows that I felt had a proper beginning, middle, and end in the first two episodes. That's all. Over to you, Sweta.
Each episode is focused on a different character's perspective. The first episode being Sam and the second being Lionel. This makes us feel more connected to the character because we get more insight to their thoughts and how they view the situation. I also get to realize who the main character of the episode is through the title card. A lot of the scenes repeat over and over through multiple episodes from different perspectives. You can notice this more if you watch more than 2 episodes. This solidifies we get to see the situation through multiple eyes, and it seems more multifaceted rather than monotonous. Instead of having just one main protagonist, the script was written in a way that everyone is a protagonist, just like real life. This first scene in particular was very intriguing. It was a blackface party. It was shot in a very documentary way, shaky, and a recording of everything that's happening in the party. It almost seemed like a transition from Sam's camera to us seeing her recording the event.
And Shweta, the blackface party you just mentioned is actually a fundamental part of the story as it highlights the most prominent theme of the series, racism. The blackface party was the storm that exposed the deeply rooted racism in a predominantly white university. It still baffles me how blackface, a proof of racism and oppression, is used as a theme of a Halloween party without meeting any outrage. Blackface has been historically used in Western society through plays to demean and dehumanize black people. It has been reinforcing oppressive stereotypes against black people for decades now, and yet it's still practiced in many universities. Even a Virginia governor today is able to have participated in a blackface party and get away unscathed. To white people, the color of their skin gives them supremacy and privilege. The curiosity and that privilege allows them to put on a blackface. However, it seems completely impossible to call white people out for anything, as then there would be accusations of reverse racism.
Beginning with the irony in the title, which in my opinion could also have been Dear Black People, and still set in well enough, the concept of reverse racism takes shape in the first episode, where we get to see the reaction of the black peers and the political black caucus on getting to know of Sam's relation with a white person. Don't fall in love with your oppressor, were the words of one of Sam's closest friends. Following this, when Sam takes Gabe to introduce him to the black group on campus, she questions his clothes and demands that he changes into something better. Gabe's response is the defining moment, as he asserts that Sam, being the person behind Dear White People, in this instance was implying that he dressed well enough to be in the company of her black friends. In other words, she wanted him to appropriate her culture. We also see black students, especially Reggie, employing an entrenched racist approach towards Gabe in a conversation ironically entailing race. In the continuous loop of performing one's identity and having to prove being black enough, we see the struggle of Samantha, who for instance changed her music into something quote pro-black unquote the second she saw her black peers approaching.
So, talking about biracial, it basically means that an individual belongs to two different racial groups, which definitely has certain drawbacks. Like, you'll feel pressured to pick one identity and stick with it. For example, whether you're filling out a government form and you're asked to check just one ethnicity, or your high school friends somehow segregate themselves into black and white cliques, you're often made to feel as if you need to choose one side you belong to. And this can be very difficult. Another is wondering if for the long term, wondering whether your children will fit in or not, because accepting the fact that your child will have an even deeper struggle than you about finding out that who they are and where they come from can be very difficult and stressful for children. And another thing is you're often reminded of what you're not, and more than that, you'll be reminded often about the fact that you're neither black or nor white or nor Asian, Caribbean, or like Indian or European. So this can make a person feel very stressed out and about not fully looking or acting the part that they are identifying with, or speaking the language, or having the same features, or not being light enough or dark enough, and the list goes on.
Okay, so that's all for today's episode. We hope you liked it, and we will be back with another movie review podcast next week. Till then, thank you so much and bye bye.